What are ghosts and how does a person become one? Look like that? I don't think so. It's too scary. When a person dies, only his physical body or dense body ceases to exist. His astral body consists of the subconscious mind, intellect, ego, and soul. Minus the physical body, however, continues to exist and moves on to the other regions of the universe, but not gonna be permanent. It's only for a while. Refer to the picture below for more detailed view of what we are comprised of and what we have left behind after death. It's not permanent. It's just like a battery. A battery. Once it's finished, it's gone. Once you destroy your mind, that's it. So what are we comprised of? The subtle body comprised of the following. The astral body is outside, is not inside. Actually, this is giant I am self here carries the body. So the supracausal body or the subtle ego, the feeling that we are separate from God. The causal body or the intellect. The soul, the God within each one of us. Or the inner self, the I am self. The mental body or the mind. How come it's here? It's supposed to be all over the body, inside the meridians. The vital body, the vital life sustain energy of the body. The physical body, comprising of the five senses, touch, taste, sound, smell, so not interested. What happens to each of the bodies after death? So, who say the physical body remains on earth? It's gone, man. What we are talking about is gone. It turns into bones and dust. The vital energy Prana Shakti is released back into the universe. And the soul, these bodies comprise the astral body. After the astral body travels to an astral plane of existence, such as heaven, Swargalok, Nether, Bovalok, or Hell Patal, depending on its merits or sins and spirit. Nonsense. Merit what? After physical death, the soul, see how giant the soul is, bigger than our physical body. It's more like a shadow, inner self, the God self, the I am. The soul, the mental body of the mind, the causal body or the intellect, and the supercausal body or the subtle ego. This is what a human being looks after he dies, after he leaves his physical. Not always. It's gonna dissipate bit by bit. By the 12 months after death, we remain with nothing, no more energy. I've seen my sister. She died in April 2019. It's gonna be 2 years this year. I guess she died by this IEM magnetic stuff that they call COVID, because it was there around since 2018, and then she died of organ failure. I saw her after that about 1 week, and then she was so weak that she couldn't walk. She was so weak. She was she was staggering around the beach, walking like she couldn't walk anymore. She was so very weak, so very weak, and I knew she was dead in my dream. I knew it, and I called up to her, and she had to go down a staircase. On the beach there's a staircase. She had to go down, and she couldn't do it without help. So I carried her, and as I did that, as I carried her body, she was so. I mean, she was only skeleton. When I touched her back, she had turned into a skeleton, a very ugly spectre. But I was not afraid. I continued with her skeleton, carrying her skeleton down the staircase. And by the time I went down the staircase, I was very tired. And when I wake up, I felt that I was a bit like just like wasted away. I was so weak and tired. And I understood that she had somewhat kind of feed on my ectoplasm. You see, she had feed on my chi, my energy, but that's okay. I'm not scared because I can harness more. So I'm not. I didn't bother. I just want to help her, so that's okay. If she wanted to feed some of my ectoplasm and chi, okay, no problem. I heal my cat with my hands. She is already very old. She's 14-year old, and by I guess by human age she would be like 100 plus. So I give her some of my energy, and she gets very energized. So they belong to the nether region, Bovalok, or one of the 7 regions of hell Patao, but they are found on Earth, the region Bolok too. Not always. They cannot do it always. This because ghosts from the more astral regions of the universe can travel to the more denser um, planets like Earth at will. The entire universe is made of 14 regions of plane locus of existing sea, comprise 7 positive and 7 negative planes. So after we die, we go to one of these planes, locus, 7 positive and 7 negative. Earth is the only physical plane, while all the other planes are astral in nature. It's more like visual, it's just a hologram. Heaven is one of the positive planes. We can go after that. So they belong to the nether region, Babalok, one of the 7 regions, but they are, I don't think so. Mostly here are demons. They are not human soul at all. It's very rare to find a human soul. And once they are here, they will be trapped by demons around. Those demons usually keep them captive, especially so in all the houses. So there's no escape for you. If you stay, you're gonna be caught. If you go, sometimes you will suffer the other side. So it's very traumatized. You need to learn some affirmation before you die, because otherwise you will be targeted, you will be followed around by spirits. And mostly here are not human. They are not human. They are another demons and all that, and reptilian grace. They have unfulfilled desires, such as the crave for. I don't believe. I really don't believe that. That's nonsense. That's just nonsense. That's just sickening uh, creed. Sickening and are very, very fanatic to think that they crave for sex, alcohol. Those who does are the demons, not and the reptilian, not the humans. Things that they can only experience through a gross, denser material body. Revenge, it said. Revenge, maybe I would believe that, yeah. I have seen cases whereby um, things turn like uptavy or 180 degrees once someone in the family dies. Whenever some family member dies, sometimes you can get a very like period of bad luck in your life. You see, yeah. So yes, they do, even if you have done nothing to them, even if you have asked for forgiveness for that, even if you have prayed for their spirit, they still somehow, I don't know how and why, they do, like, I guess they wish you bad in the other side, and the mind is very powerful over there. While some big eyes here, the evil eyes, or uh, how to say, the curses, takes some time to reach the target here. Means if someone curses you or your family, or if they have evil eyes towards you, sometimes it can reaches you and sometimes it doesn't. However, a dead person is easier for them to reach you, you see. And but this doesn't last for a long time. I mean, they cannot keep on wish you evil all the time, because they will not be forever in a very, like, um, mini astral body forever. They will dissipate by the 12th month, 18th month. They will dissipate. They derive pleasure out of exerting control over and tormenting humans and other astral bodies. The general aim is aligned with bringing about unrighteousness in society. Those are demons, you idiot. Maybe the demons are your friends. That's why you are kind of defending them. And another thing that I found out, when your family dies, and if they happen to go to one of those negative planes, astral plane, there will be evil spirit there, mostly no human spirit, who will tell tale about you to them, or make up their mind against you, and they will come against you. Okay, they will be totally at the mercy of those evil spirits over there. And those other spirits are not human in nature. They wanted human. Okay, so it's not human at all. They are lying here, lying. No such thing. Those are demons. The astral body of a person of physical death is defined as a ghost if their characteristics and intentions match the above. Nonsense. There's many demons who mimic ghosts. They are not ghosts at all. Either they are aliens or they are demons. Liars. There's no special process as such which they go through to become a ghost. The sun is already no more a ghost. The sun is a evil mago negro, a black mago, or a reptilian. In some doctrine, the Afro doctrine, they call it a shush. So this is not a ghost at all. This is a creature. It's an entity. Okay, black shadow. This not is not of a human nature. It's a lie, bluff, misunderstanding, or on purpose to just to justify having a religion. A sizable percentage of the astral body become ghosts. The astral body takes up a black form as it becomes. There's a lie. You who gonna take a black form, you idiot? Unless that person has been a sorcerer here, he have been a serial killer, and they have been very very bad person. You see, like rapists, murdering, and many other evil things like deal with black magic. Then you may take up this form of a demon. Otherwise, it's not the person. A normal person, a normal person who doesn't do any crimes, anything, they do not necessarily become like this. Is a lie. It's a lie. So that's why I'm here to correct things and criticize. It's a lie. This happens progressively as the astral body goes about fulfill its desires. You who goes, I don't believe ghost does this. One, they are there. They are once they are here, they um they risk being caught by astral beings who go around the earth like reptilian and all that. Once they die, also the same thing. They will be over there like under heavy guards and a well spied on with a lot of surveillance. So it is next to impossible for them to actually get out of there. But they can come to you with permission from those beings. Alright, they can come to you if they consent to the other side, or otherwise they can come into your dreams. The color of the ghost is black because the entire astral body is steeped in the tama. In the negative component is black. Yeah, but this one is not everybody. It's not everybody, I tell you. It's not everybody. It's just when a person has been a sorcerer here, a black magic guru. They have done a lot of bad, evil things like killing small children, rape them, and rape people, and murder. You understand? Serial killer. Otherwise, they won't become like this. It's a lie. The soul of the ghost is so completely covered by the negative basic component in a black energy that's totally concealed. Astral body of a ghost, demon, devil. Hey, make up your mind, man. Is it human or devil or demon? Make up your mind. You are confusing. You don't even know what it is. And then you want to make it the gospel. The lie is a demon. This one is a demon. So what decides where we go and what we become after that? What gonna decide where we go? I guess that is your thinking and your belief system. When we die, our course in the afterlife is decided by a number of factors. These factors include the number of type of impression that we create in the subconscious mind depend on how we have lived our lives. That's nonsense. That last is nonsense. That's all fragment. That's nonsense. Refer to the article The Impression of Our Mind that decides our basic nature and personality. That's nonsense. Our ego. The word ego is used in a spiritual context here. In addition to its everyday usage and self-esteem and self-concept, it also includes the attitude of duality with God. Duality means thinking of oneself as having existence separate from God. God is all the quarks, at least to me, neutrons and atoms quantic. All this is what created everything. The rest are all semi-gods, self-made gods, aliens, and Dracos. You are lying. You're lying. You're lying. Ego is a function of the extent to which we identify our five senses, mind, and intellect. To healthy ego, man, we need this here. We don't need this on other side. That's nonsense. The ego sometimes saves you from abuse, but we all know that we need it here alone. You don't need it on the other side, unless you are still in this body, this dense body, and then you are still attached. Think that you still have a semi-fluid body, and then you need to um to defend yourself from attack over there if necessary. So you're gonna use your ego over there instead of identify with the soul of the God within us. That one is the God self, idiot. The type of deeds done during our lifetime. The extent and the type of spiritual are nonsense. Our destiny now says a destiny. The type of death, natural and peaceful, violent, accidental. Oh, so let me see. If a person is died by violence or even accident, we go to hell now, is it? We go to hell if we die in a violent and accidental way. That's nonsense. That's real nonsense, like if you ask it for it. And if it's destiny, what's this destiny? If it's always destined, why blame the person who have no, like, they cannot change things because it's destiny. So they cannot triumph their mind, they cannot change things. So why blame them for a destiny that was already traced for them, a kind of a configuration? Doesn't make any sense. Oh gosh, now even the funeral counts have to be their way. They themselves have ego and they talk about ego. How about that? The funeral now. Any death is a death. You don't need to. There's no privilege. There's no special way to die. The rituals and splendor is nonsense by the sedate after death to help us in our afterlife. Help what? That the bad that doesn't belong to us. We are not that bad. What? Who are likely to become ghosts? You. People like to become ghosts after death when they have many unfulfilled desires. That is just for a while. They finish up what they have to say, they go. They won't linger out for long. It's a lie what you're saying. Main personality defects such as the anger, fear, greed. Oh, don't tell me. Huh? So want to say that they themselves are sane and they are not sane. There's no sin here in this solar system. There's no sin at all. So who are they to judge? They themselves have defects because their defects to be too sickening, fanatic, and judgmental, such as the anger, fear, greed. In the you are judgmental. How about that? Even worse. A lot of negative impressions, and like you, by thinking bad about other people. Like you also have ego. We must have funeral. Must be our way. Only our funeral saves and accounts. They have harmed the other and have the basic nature of harming others. They lack spiritual practice. No sense lah, idiot. Secret people. Only people have reached the 50 and beyond do not become ghosts. The rest of humanity, when they die, find themselves in the regions of the netherworld and in hell. To hell if hell. Most astral bound in the nether region are highly likely to become ghosts. All astral bodies in hell are ghosts. You are ghosts. In fact, even if one is a gentleman but doesn't have enough spirit, oh, great. Okay, let's give here an example of how the sickening people think. You are religion, you can do whatever you want, cheat on people, harming people, but as long as you practice that religion as per their definition of salvation, you will be saved. Understand? From hell or from the purgatory. However, if you are a good people, you have given alms and given to charity, and you are a good-hearted person, but you don't follow their religions. For those sickening people, you will go hell just for the reason that we don't follow their religion, and that's sickening, very very sickening people. Spiritual strength through spiritual practice, he is liable to become a ghost when he dies. This is because he is attacked by higher level ghosts, and that's nonsense. It's controlled by them just net in the other regions of the universes. Might is right, and all those strongest survive. So, if you want to become might is right, so um, where the ego holds place in this phrase? If might is right, then the ego will have to be implemented, right? And all those strongest survive. Without the ego, you cannot survive. Okay? Ghost is demon, devil, negative energies of a higher level with a high spiritual strength. Make the astral bodies of gentlemen of lower spiritual strength do things against their will, and thus indirectly make them ghosts. What I can say is that there are reptilians and other evil humans here who kind of get into black magic and invoke demons. And what will happen is that when you intercede and invoke those entities, they will not have any, if they don't have a demon around to do the errand and all the things that's to be done, all the things that's asked from you to these entities, what will happen is that they will employ any daddy, any soul, okay, is there. They will come approach the soul, say, hello, you want to get out of here? Yeah. Okay, do you want to work for us? How so? You go on a errand somewhere to disturb someone's lives or some family. It's like this how it works. You understand? So how do hence the name, the devil's advocate. Okay, so over a period of time, the astral body of the gentleman to succumbs and becomes a ghost, derive pleasure through tormenting humans. They tormenting humans with the by request of their master, who is the devils there in hell. They don't do for nothing. They want to save themselves. They are suffering there, so a man gotta do what a man gotta do, a ghost gotta do what a ghost gotta do. Either they do or they will suffer. Even if our family do that, because some devils don't like you, and they will make your relatives mad to attack you. Do you understand? Do you follow what I mean? They use ghosts to work for them and tormenting embodied, incarnated people here on earth. Okay? So deriving pleasure to torment human who fulfill their word desired by possessing humans. And the same here. Same thing here on the body. Many people do what they do. They do hideous crimes, and they don't know why even they are doing that. They just do it by impulse because they just sometimes they black out and some others evil thing go inside them. They do it here because some demons ask them to, but it's not ghosts at all. And when a ghost is used, it's because they want to save themselves. They have no other way. Do you understand? They are in very sorrowful um, condition over there, and they need to save themselves. And to get some response, they have to run a errand for the devils, and they call it devil's advocate. And they use those people. They use even your relatives against you. That's why most of the time there is people that will have some setbacks in life, bad luck after their dissidents moves away, dies. The moral here is that if you do not undertake spirit, according to the go to hell, you are very stupid. You do this because of your beautiful alien gods. Give thanks to them, you morons. I hate ignorance. Who do not become ghosts? They are typically people, I know, they don't need to tell, have to follow their religion, do spiritual practice, there, with the intention of achieving God realization, ultimate spiritual growth, have less impression than mind, pure personality defects. Hello, nobody said. Even those who are in the astral are not sane. Everybody here in this solar system are not sane at all. Not sent. Have a low ego. Oh my God, have a low ego. Are above the 50. After that, such persons move on to higher regions, heaven and beyond. Ghosts cannot influence or take them to custody due to their spiritual strength and protection from the aliens Dracos. Spiritual level and ghosts. Throughout the sections on ghosts, we refer to higher level ghosts, negative energies who have a lot of spiritual strength as a result of intense spiritual practice and penance. The spiritual strength power of a saint at the spiritual level of 70% and a black serpent Kalanak approximately same. So, why you want to divide good and bad when they have the same power? Come to square one. If you think that the evil have the same strength, the same level of power as good has, then what for all this? Why all this lecture about? It doesn't make any sense. If at the end of the day, a black serpent or let's say that thing sorceress still have the same kind of power as a saint has. So what's the point here? What's the point in be telling all this for people to be good, no ego, this and that, when it's still evil and good is about the same wavelength, approximately same. However, the key differences between them are a saint practices spirituality with the intention of surrounding his bad, mind, wealthy ego to God, this was the message to him. A higher level negative energy than the black serpent was black magic sorcerer Mentrix. Undertakes spiritual practices with the intention of gaining supernatural powers and thus has a lot of ego. A saint also has the ego. The saint would identify more with the God principle, the soul within. The high level negative energy, on the other hand, He's very proud of the fact that he has spiritual strength and identifies with his ego. His five sense, mind, intellect. A lot of the religion people have a lot of ego. So all what you telling here is nonsense. I don't see a difference between a sorcerer and a saint, only because they are doing different functions, but they are almost the same team because they are dealing with all the spiritual thing. But the difference here is that one is the left, another one is on the right. But there's no much difference. Both has ego. Okay, both has ego. Only the other one on the left do evil thing. He's the worst of the worst, and also very stupid, at least to me. So most of this here all nonsense. I don't agree. Most of these are rubbish. Who mostly these type people here on Earth are aliens, reptilians, Dracos, demons. They are not human ghosts, unless that human ghost is a servant to these people. Some idiots come to the extent, some who deal with black magic, they come to the extent of hijack ghosts in the go to the cemetery and take a corpse over there and then make them a zombie to work for them, to work for that particular how they call it, guru, spiritual guru, something like that. But only because they are dealing for black arts, they do this kind of a ritual in cemetery, you see. So they take that poor soul, they tie them up and they hold them hostage. This happens among the Africans, African doctrine, spiritual practices, Asia, you see. You also a lot in the Americas, almost everywhere. Within Satanism also has this kind of thing everywhere, you see. And those people usually they have a mentality of a bug. Yeah, bug. They have a bug mentality. They are very very stupid and they don't know with what they are meddling with. So human ghosts wouldn't do evil thing unless they were very evil here and they already had some kind of possession within them. If they didn't, if they were here some kind of normal people, good people, chances are that they will never do such a bad thing willingly unless they are under pressure at the side, understand? Because uh, the devils there pushes them that far and then threaten them. Either they do work for them or they continue suffering there. And some of them just want, in a way, they don't care for nobody and they care just about their own self and ego, and they still kind of they relate themselves with that stupid body that they still have, the stupid soul, the stupid thing there, that stupid nonsense body, astral body. They think, oh, I'm still here, I'm still the John, I'm still the Mary there when I was there. I haven't died, I haven't died. See, so they will do anything just to keep alive and keep safe, but decide not to get into trouble with all this